Hey there, and welcome to I Reckon I'll Read It, the podcast where two oaky gals talk books, share recs, and don't hold back on their mighty big opinions. I'm Becca.
And I'm Summer. We're so glad you're here. Go ahead and grab some sweet tea, get cozy, and get ready for some good old-fashioned book talk.
We've got a whole heap of books to talk about, and we reckon you're going to want to stick around.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. You look so bummed.
I am bummed.
Okay, guys. Hello.
Guys.
But also,
I'm bummed.
it has been a series of unfortunate events tonight, live on recording.
Here's the thing. If this episode actually airs and we have people listening in a couple days,
That'll be a success.
that will be a success.
Can you hear us? Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
Everything that could possibly go wrong has went wrong. And you think, what could possibly be that big of a deal? I don't know. Your computer screen going completely black and like your screen just going out.
Yeah. Every piece of technology we use to record this podcast is fighting us today.
Yeah. So my computer, which I've had for less than a year.
Yeah. Some microphones, some headphones, some speakers, some iPads.
I will say, though, I am thankful that it went out at the very beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Or we would have had to re-record everything.
You guys would have missed all of our gems. They would have been gone to the ether.
I would have just like thrown my hands in the air and been like, we're skipping an episode.
There's no episode 24.
So we're recording on a new device to us that just happens to be in this studio. So hopefully the quality is similar. All the mics were messing up. So we're recording on different mics. Headphones were being weird. Also, I have a sore throat.
Becca's sick. The fact that we're even here is a miracle.
That was like literally another thing. Like, could we even record this week? Because I've been so sick. My voice is still here. It just, you don't want to see inside the thing because it is, it's not looking good in there.
Okay.
So this hurts. So I'm not only did everything in my life just crash, including my very expensive computer.
But also your throat.
But also my throat.
Yeah.
So I'm really committed to this thing.
You are, man. Let's talk some books.
Oh, please.
Okay.
Gotta get my mind off this.
Well, to get us started, I have a spur of the moment question for you.
Okay.
And you know where my mind has been lately? I don't know why, but my mind has been on food and like meals.
What do you mean? I mean, my mind's always on food, but like
I don't know. I just been thinking about meals, and for some reason I had the question, what would books be as meals? That doesn't make any sense. But like genres.
I like a nice hardback with a glass of wine. But when I have my paperbacks, I just want to pop up a can of Coke.
Okay, see, that's an interesting angle. I was thinking like, what genre would breakfast be? What genre would lunch and dinner and like a snack be?
Okay.
Do you have any thoughts?
Obviously. I've just been thinking about this for so long. Okay, breakfast. Beginning of the day. Your brain needs to wake up. You got to get some.
So like a soft start to your day?
Soft start to your day. Some people are morning people. They wake up energized.
Yeah.
If you're one of those people, I bet you nonfiction would be a good breakfast.
See, I was thinking nonfiction for breakfast, but in the way of like, I wake up and I watch the weather and I watch the news.
Okay, that's what I mean. Like you read the newspaper, drink a cup of coffee, it kind of wakes you up.
Yeah. So I think nonfiction.
But if like you're not a morning person.
What do you think? Because you're not a morning person.
I am not.
I am with some coffee.
If I'm not a morning person, I need something, maybe like a fantasy, but like fast paced. Like I need some like action, adventure.
Okay. To like wake you up.
Wake me up. Get me going to the day.
Okay.
Let me know I can seize the day.
Is there a difference in your brain, lunch to dinner? Because I have a difference.
Oh, yeah. Lunch and dinner are very different things. Do you say dinner or supper?
My family says supper because we're Oklahomans.
But we say dinner.
What do you mean?
Like I say dinner.
Oh,
I'm from Oklahoma.
I personally say dinner.
I'm originally from Kansas, but
my like grandparents say supper. Supper is like after a certain period of time.
Okay, my mom just recently went on this rant about that, and me and my sisters were like,
"You've never done this?
Never done it." She's like, "Yeah, if it's after a certain time, it's supper." And I'm like, "Since when? Since when, lady?"
No, personally, I say dinner. I've never been a supper gal.
Okay, so dinner as well. Okay, so lunch, though, you don't want anything too crazy at lunch because, I mean, that's when you got to be your most focused. And if I'm reading some, like, romance or something, I might get unfocused. Unless you need that kind of pick-me-up, maybe.
That's true. Is this like a 2 p.m. lunch?
Yeah,
like
right. If it's just like a normal lunchtime, average Joe lunch, okay? I would say maybe just general fiction.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a cozy. Like either like a cozy mystery or a cozy.
See, in my mind, I was thinking dinner, I want to be more careful about because that's like as I'm winding down for the day. I probably don't want anything too scary, horror, fast-paced.
Well, I never want those, so they're not going to be on my meal.
So those would be my
plan.
Middle of the day.
Those are not my meal plans.
You don't buy that at the grocery store?
No, I'm not buying those. I'm not putting them in the weekly meal plan. So I can see why you would want those in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
You weirdo.
But then still have some time to recover afterwards. So I would go into dinner with dinner being the like nice thing before I get into bed. Like, oh, I'll read some romance.
Oh, no. See, the dinner for me is going to be like.
You're meaty?
My meaty. Like I want like either like the romance at dinner, you know, candlelight.
Romantic dinner.
Romantic dinner. Or I want like fantasy. Like dragons and blah, 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 blah.
You also started your day with fantasy.
Sounds like a good day to me. But I meant in the morning, it's more just like action and adventure. Like in the evening, it can be like the world building and like all
I see. Like high fantasy stuff.
High fantasy type stuff.
Okay. And in my mind, snack would be something different. And that's when I would like snack sample some fun things, like maybe some sci-fi, but specifically like alien romance sci-fi.
I thought you were going to say specifically some smut.
I mean, maybe. Why not?
I mean, it is a snack.
Sampler.
Yeah, I want the appetizer sampler, please, for my snack. Yeah, I agree with that, though. Like the weird genres, like just like a, you know, whatever. Ooh, where would I put my philosophy genres?
When do you read philosophy during your day?
Was I really supposed to base it off that? Because I read all of these all day. I just was given like vibes, like what it felt like.
No. I also get the vibes.
But I would say definitely morning or lunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was fun.
That was fun.
I like how into it we got.
Sounds like
the meal plans.
What if people wrote out a meal plan, but it was like a book plan for the week?
Ooh, that would be like
it was like genres,
real regimented. I don't write out a meal plan.
We should do that for a week, just as a challenge, just to have fun.
See, I would feel so constricted. I can only read this in the morning.
Well, no, you can have all your books, but it's like in the morning time you had to read your nonfic, and then when like the midday you could read this. You'd still be reading all your books.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like if I was like restricted, I'd be mad. And
that's the point of a challenge, Summer.
Okay, fine, whatever. Even though I like put this structure on myself. This was
your idea.
Like, I don't like authority. I'm not gonna listen to myself.
Yeah, you would be the one making it. You're still in control.
I'd have to tell myself. It'd be a mantra. I'm in control. I'm in control. I chose this.
You can also pick the genres. It's your meal plan and the books. Oh, that is fun. Now I feel like I need to ask that question a lot. That's a great like party question. Said nobody.
What kind of parties are you going to? Actually, I've been to your parties and that would be a hit.
That'd be a hit. That's what I'm saying. My friend group, like just like conversation starters. That'd be a great one.
That would be a good question.
If you had to pick a genre to describe breakfast, what would it be?
We think of these questions, man, and we just like really try to have something fun. And I don't know why. I was just like, meals.
I want you to know where I just sounded like a smoker cough. I was like, that's my throat.
Good. As opposed to.
Well, I feel like everyone heard it, so I needed to address the smoker in the room.
All right. It is time for one of our favorite parts of the show, our weekly reading roundup.
This is where we each share what we just finished, what we're currently reading, and what's up next on the old TBR.
Okay, Becca, what did you just finish reading?
Oh, summer. Summer.
Oh, my.
I read a book that you have been asking me to read for a long time. This isn't one that you obsessively asked me to read. Those are still on my list. But this is one you have mentioned as being like a special book to you, which I'm sure you'll explain why.
Okay.
And I read it.
You read it.
You don't have any guesses. I'm just kidding.
I'm seriously racking my brain because this could be so many books. I throw so many books at you.
She admits it.
And I'm like, read it. So the fact that you read one, wow. Which one? Tell me.
Well Met.
Oh, by DeLuca. Mm-hmm. I love that book.
And I remember, like, wasn't this one on, like, your first like contemporary romances?
I think it was my very first contemporary romance that I read in, like, when I don't remember when this released. When I was starting to get back into reading. This was one of my, like, early book of the month subscription picks, and I read it and I was like, what? This is what romance is? I was gobsmacked.
That's cute. Okay, so the reason I picked it, obviously summertime, but it's like Renaissance fair that happens like every summer.
Oh yeah,
in this little town.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, now's the time.
You were feeling the Ren Fair vibes.
Also, Brittany, who owns Second Story Books, I think she also really likes this series.
Yeah,
at least this one, because I feel like she's also has been like, have you ever read that before? And I'm like, no, I have not.
And now you have.
And now I have. So I'm going to only talk about the first book, but I have read, it's a series, and there's 4 in the series, and I read 3 of the 4 so far.
Oh my gosh, you've flown through them.
Flew through them.
And you kept the secret.
I did. And the 4th one is like, it's already downloaded. I just haven't got to it yet.
Okay,
so let me read the blurb.
Tell me about it.
No talk. Okay. So Well Met by DeLuca. It's a great name.
Mm-hmm. Also, fun fact.
Like how it rolls off the tongue.
She lived in Tucson, Arizona when I lived in Tucson, Arizona. So
Were you
I
besties?
felt a kinship to her. It might be part of the reason that I'm obsessed with these books. I'm like my good, dear personal friend.
What a random place to live when you're writing these books, because these do not feel like Arizona at all.
I don't know. I only lived there a short amount of time. I know they have a big Ren Fair in like Phoenix.
Okay, which is fun because that's where my dad lives. He's in Mesa, but Phoenix. I cannot imagine a Renaissance fair in the middle of summer. In Phoenix, Arizona.
I don't know if it's during the summer.
It better not be. 120 degrees and you got them all in like medieval clothes.
Yeah, no thank you.
Holy moly.
No thank you. Isn't this one set in like New England?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'll be quiet so you can talk.
I guess I'll read it now. Read the blurb. Okay. All's fair, but fair is spelled F-A-I-R-E. All's fair in love and war for 2 sworn enemies who indulge in a harmless flirtation and a laugh-out-loud rom-com from debut author Jen DeLuca, which she's not anymore. Emily knew that there would be strings attached when she relocated to the small town of Willow Creek, Maryland, for the summer to help her sister recover from an accident. But who could anticipate getting roped into volunteering for the local Renaissance fair alongside her teenage niece?
I know I couldn't.
I wouldn't have thought it was going to happen, even though they're the cover. She's dressed in Ren Fair stuff. Or that the irritating and inscrutable, what a great word, school teacher in charge of the volunteers would be so annoying that she finds it impossible to stop thinking about him. Isn't that how it always is?
Just so irritating.
So irritating and insufferable.
Inscrutable.
The fair is Simon's family legacy, and from the start, he makes clear he doesn't have time for Emily's lighthearted approach to life, her oddball Shakespeare conspiracy theories, or her... First of all, they're normal Shakespeare conspiracy theories. They're not oddball. That actually offended me.
I love how that stopped you in your tracks.
They're like the normal conspiracies that everybody questions, but okay. Woo, sorry. Whoever wrote this blurb got some beef. Or her endless suggestions for new acts to shake things up.
How dare someone take the Ren Fair lighthearted?
And also... Well, I will kind of give it to him a little bit. She's been there for like, a week, and she's already like, let's make all these changes. I would kind of be like,
make me mad.
We're going to be like, girl.
This is my family legacy you're talking about?
Yeah. And obviously, you're an oddball. Okay. Let's see. Yet, on the fairgrounds, he becomes a different person, flirting freely with Emily when she's in her revealing winch's costume. That is not why he is flirting. This blurb, I don't like it. But is this attraction real or just part of the characters they're portraying? This summer was only ever supposed to be a pit stop on the way to somewhere else for Emily, but soon she can't seem to shake the fantasy of establishing something more with Simon or a permanent home of her own in Willow Creek. Okay, first of all, let me correct this entire blurb. First of all, 2 sworn enemies. They don't even know each other.
That's true.
They've literally never met.
That is not the definition of a sworn enemy.
She just like comes to town. She kind of like interrupts and giggles and things when he's trying to like get people ready, which to him, I would be annoyed too. And she's like, oh, what a jerk. And she just like doesn't like him. Yeah. That is not 2 sworn enemies.
They don't
I feel like
really
you're trying to use
other.
some like Shakespearean language there to be fancy, and it didn't work. It offended me.
Yeah, I can tell.
Not really. But who indulge in a harmless flirtation. Okay, whatever. So obviously the oddball Shakespeare, that really gets me. Like literally
I
she's
tell.
like her, but you know what is like the main conspiracy that you know about Shakespeare?
I feel like this
is a test.
Like I'm gonna get this wrong. The main conspiracy about Shakespeare.
Do you know?
That he didn't write?
Yes.
Them?
That he didn't write
by
them.
himself. Or
like
at
all.
Oh.
Like some people think that a duke wrote them. Other people think it was this woman. And like there's lots of different like theories.
Okay.
That is like the main conspiracy theory around Shakespeare.
Okay, I'm glad I got that right.
I was so excited to put you on the spot like that. She was so nervous. That's what she's joking about.
So oddball.
So oddball. Oh my gosh. Like, who would ever? Okay, sorry. Just that word really got me. You went from inscrutable, great word, to oddball conspiracy theories. Okay. She's not even that weird. Like, this kind of makes her sound like she's like weird.
She's like a normie.
She's
That's the whole
really normal.
point, is
like,
that she's normal and everyone at the Ren Fair is really into the Ren Fair and she's a normie.
Yes. And
That's the whole
she's
point.
like a nice person. Like,
Yeah.
it makes her sound kind of like weird. Okay, sorry. And he is not a new person when he's in costume because of her revealing winch's costume.
He's a new person because he's a
pirate. So like
He's
whenever
in character.
like the big thing at the Ren Fair is like you have to stay in character.
Uh-huh.
So when he becomes a pirate, like he is like more outgoing and flirty and laughing, and it is part of the fair. And she knows that. But it's like they kind of just like do it so much
And play it up.
play it up that it just kind of gets like a little like, oh wait, is this pretending or not?
Ugh, you're making me want to read this again.
It's really cute.
I
will
have reread this one multiple times.
Okay, so I definitely think they're cute. And the second one was just okay to me. So the second one's like her friend.
I didn't love that one.
Yeah, which you meet in this book. It's like the girl, because I guess they're in like winches costumes, but they like work in like the drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they call it. I mean, maybe pub for, I don't know what the fair. I can't remember what it's called. Like the mead or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Her and this like girl, and they kind of become friends. The second book's about her. Yeah, it's just okay.
Yeah.
The third book is about like
Emily's sister.
Which
I liked.
Yeah, because it said her sister was in an accident. She was like in a car accident, so she had to like
Broke her leg or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's also how she gets into the Renaissance Fair, because the parents have to volunteer with their kids, and she really can't. And so
For
Emily,
her niece.
for her niece to be a part of it, Emily's like, well, of course, like I'll do it. Like I'm not gonna not let her be a part of it. But then a character also named Mitch is the third book, which you love him from book 1.
Uh-huh.
So he's like the character in book 1 that like when you're reading him, you're like, oh my gosh, I hope there's more books and I get his story.
I can't wait until I know him. Yeah.
So 1 and 3 have been really fun. 2 was, like I said, just okay. Haven't read 4 yet. 4, see, I don't necessarily care too much about the 2 characters.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I won't like it.
So
I just like I'm not bought into them.
I read Well Met when it came out.
Mhm.
And then every year when these released, I went and I bought them like on release day. And so I read them like full year apart each time. And even though number 4 was the most recently released one, which has now been several years, I don't remember anything about it. I think there was like an RV in it or something.
It's like the cousin of one of the characters, and she's not even in the first 2 books.
Which we know from previous episodes that you're not a fan when they like try to introduce a new person. and be like, oh,
right.
this is my barber's cousin's sister's
it's like
friend.
Weird. I feel like I can't really even say who the people are for people who do want to read it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you can, because the second book's like a misunderstanding type thing. It's like a You Got Mail a little bit, but just not a very good one.
It's like that one, but it's also like, what is the play with the man who like Peter Dinklage just did the like recent movie adaptation of it? It's like DiGiacomo or something. What is it called?
Oh,
yes, that one. Cicero, no.
Yes. He has like the big nose.
Sure. Because that's the whole point, is that like he's not attractive.
He's ugly because he has the big nose.
The intelligence, and so he like uses his words to make the woman fall in love with the other guy.
Cisneros?
Something like that, man. Yeah, we got to look it up. It's going to bother me.
Yeah, it is. And the guy isn't not attractive. He just doesn't think he's attractive. Okay, basically it's like a You Got Mail. This is like literally in the back of the book. So the second book is like her friend thinks that she's writing to like messaging the guy that she kind of like has the hots for or whatever. But really she's talking to another guy. And she like, it's like the whole like mistaken, like, oh wait, I've been talking to you and I thought it was you, and like that whole thing. So the guy she thinks she's talking to is a character named Dax.
Cyrano.
Okay. I said Cisneros.
Like Sandra Cisneros.
Oh, that's why I knew that. I was like, what is that? What is Cisneros? Yes. Cyrano. Cyrano de Bergerac.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Pulled that out of nowhere, but I got de Bergerac to come out, but not. I'm sorry. But yeah, the character that she thinks she's trying to is a character named Dax. But we don't know nothing about this guy. He's book 4.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to read it. It could be great.
So I am getting the feeling that these books did not, or I guess Well Met specifically, did not blow your mind the way that it blew my mind.
Okay, this is my thoughts. I thought they were really cute rom-coms. I think people would enjoy them. They are like a little spicy.
Yeah, like usually like 1 to 2 scenes.
For sure the first book I felt like was not super crazy, but yeah, maybe like 1 to 2 scenes. Definitely graphic, but not like crazy explicit.
Yeah.
So probably easy to skip because it's not like goes on for pages kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I did think they were cute, like little rom-coms, fun for the summer. I do think people would really like them. But to me, they're still just kind of like a 3.5.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I don't like them. They just aren't like the best I've ever read. But I do think I've had the same effect of you as like when you read like a core book. Now, granted, I still love Beach Read by Emily Henry. Still love it. But I didn't read a lot of contemporary literature in general because I always just read classics. And when I started reading more contemporary, that was one of the first ones I read that was like a rom-com. And I remember just like giggling and like kicking my feet and having so much fun with it. That book will always be the superior Emily Henry, even though most people, it's not one of their favorites.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm like, no, 5 stars. Love it. So like I get it.
Yeah. I do think I'm a different reader now than I was however many years ago when this was the very first one.
Goodreads says 2019.
That's probably right.
Does that sound right?
Yes.
Because sometimes that's like the publication they have on here, and I'm like, I don't know.
No, that adds up timeline wise. So yeah, 7 years ago, I was a very different reader.
Very. I wonder if you were to read it for the first time without it being sentimental, I don't know if you would probably be like, it would best book I've ever read.
Right. Because this was for sure 5-star read for me in 2019.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Nowadays, it would probably just fit into the genre that I read very often.
And I think you would still like it because it's fun. That's why it's like, it's really fun. But to me, I would say the first book, 3.5. Second book, probably like 2.53. Third book, probably again 3.5 up there.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, sorry. That went on, but
I'm so glad that you read this.
It's so fun. I really think people will like them.
And now we got to go to a Ren fair.
I will 100% go to
wear a scandalous winches outfit.
A revealing, and if a pirate starts flirting with me, how will I know if it's true or not? Are you just looking at me for my revealing outfit? Let me tell you, I've been to a couple Ren fairs and probably.
Those pirates, man.
Those pirates. Okay, so I'm gonna move on from that. What did you just finish?
Something so different. So different.
Not winches and pirates.
No. This book was a bit of a ride in like an unsettling way.
Oh, your favorite kind.
You're not wrong. Okay, so I recently finished The Safekeep by Yael van der Wouden.
The Safekeep.
The Safekeep. I'll show you the cover.
Oh, 2 pairs.
2 pairs. Pairs are very important in this
Is
book.
it supposed to be... Okay, I have to ask. Is it supposed to be like body parts? Is it supposed to be like sexual, or is it just pairs? Is it fruit?
There is a sexual undertone to this entire book.
Okay.
But not in a sexy way.
Okay.
I know we've talked about that before of like
the difference in it.
Yes, like books that have sexual content but aren't necessarily like sexy, like smut. Yeah. This is a very much literary fiction novel.
Okay. Well, the reason I ask is sometimes there's certain fruit when I see it on the cover of a book, I'm like, pears are one of them.
And there's even like a drop of like condensation or dew sliding down this pear. Like there's undertones.
And there's 2 of them. But yeah, pears, pomegranates, they're never just pomegranates, right? So it's like things like that.
Yeah. Okay, let me tell you about this book. An exhilarating, twisted tale of desire, suspicion, and obsession between 2 women staying in the same house in the Dutch countryside during the summer of 1961. A powerful exploration of the legacy of World War II and the darker parts of our collective past. A house is a precious thing. It is 1961 in the rural Dutch province of, Overijssel.
Nailed it.
That was wrong. It's okay.
Nailed it.
It's quiet. Bomb craters have been filled, buildings reconstructed, and the war is truly over. Living alone in her late mother's country home, Isabel knows her life is as it should be, led by routine and discipline. But all is upended when her brother Louis brings his graceless new girlfriend Eva, leaving her at Isabel's doorstep as a guest to stay for the season. Eva is Isabel's antithesis. She sleeps late, walks loudly through the house, and touches things she shouldn't. In response, Isabel develops a fury-fueled obsession, and when things start disappearing around the house, a spoon, a knife, a bowl, Isabel's suspicions begin to spiral. In the sweltering peak of summer, Isabel's paranoia gives way to infatuation, leading to a discovery that unravels all Isabel has ever known. The war might not well be truly over after all, and neither Eva nor the house in which they live are what they seem. Mysterious, sophisticated, sensual, and infused with intrigue, atmosphere, and sex, The Safekeep is a brilliantly plotted and provocative debut novel you won't soon forget.
Whew. I have lots of feelings about that.
I know. And honestly, I still don't truly know how I feel, and I finished it. And rereading that, it's one that I would probably benefit from going back and reading again once I've seen how all of the puzzle pieces fit together at the end. There is some mystery. There's a lot of tension. There's so much tension. And it's one of those where like we are in the point of view of Isabel, and Isabel has lived through a war and is not okay, if that makes sense. Like she...
Like trauma because of just like living
through that. And probably also would receive some diagnoses of things.
Okay.
Like in today's time.
Do you think caused by the war or just in general?
Both.
Okay.
Definitely paranoia. Definitely like some obsessive compulsive things going on. Like, so we're in her mind the whole time and it's a lot.
Well, and how reliable too.
Yes.
Okay.
And so that's like the base state of this book.
I mean, I do kind of love a mad woman, so.
And as it goes on, it took me a while to get into it. Like I read this one a little slower, and then as I got into it, I was like, oh, I see what's going on, but do I actually see what's going on? And oh my gosh, there's even a piece of this towards the end where we are like reading journal entries.
Oh, well, that was right up your alley too.
Oh, that was my favorite part. And it ends up being, like I said, very like intricately plotted, and I love the directions it goes. It just like took a bit of time to get there. And now looking back at it, I'm like, I need to go back and reread it to see all of the pieces being set up without only the paranoia at the front, if that makes sense.
Like now that you know how it ends, like, well, it's not really a hot take because I feel like I've said it before. A lot of literary fiction is very slow for me.
Yeah.
I think it like takes a lot for the stories to move, which it's why it's not my like. I like literary fiction. it just takes me a little bit longer to like pick one up. I guess because I know that the pacing is going to be really slow, and especially when you're dealing with those type of things, like it's got to give something to make me like want to keep turning the page.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. How are they related again? These
Isabel,
2 women?
Yes. So Isabel has 2 brothers.
Okay.
One of the brothers is dating this new girl.
And she's just living at the house.
Recent relationship, new girl. He has to go out of town for work. And so he brings her to their mother's home where only Isabel now lives, out in the country.
Makes sense in 1962.
Yeah. He's like, you're going to stay with her. And there's like a lot going on there.
And it's just like a weekend?
No, it's like a month.
Okay. It might have been in the blurb, but I was so like going off. There was a lot happening in that blurb.
So it's like these 2 women are stuck in this country estate where there's not a lot of other people around for a month. And there's all of this tension and it kind of boils over.
And brother doesn't know sister's crazy?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a weird call on his part if he does. But
yeah, there's also like some like gender role things there of like you're going to watch her while I go out of town
because you're a woman and blah,
right.
blah, blah.
Yes.
But I mean, like, I'm taking it says the infatuation, so I'm taking it that like she starts being like kind of maybe not stalkerish, but kind of
full obsessive over
the
her
girl.
But she's like that. She's suspicious of everyone. There's like a maid that comes into the house to like cook meals and clean, and she like Isabel will like write notes about she thinks there's certain things have been taken, and like she's very obsessive and paranoid. And
so does this girl like? I mean,
she's not a fun character. You know, at the beginning of the book, we like there's a family dinner where the siblings and Ava meet for the first time, and like Isabel's mean to her. She's like, oh, she's got this like bright lipstick on and blah blah blah. Like she's not really a fun character to be in her head. And so like I think that's why it was harder for me starting off as like I don't know that I love being in this person's head. And then as the story goes on and we might start to see some maybe not even like character growth for Isabel, but she starts to realize there are other things going on and you also want to know what's going on.
So that's what pulls you in. Okay. Guys, this was a pretty family-friendly podcast. As I was literally was like, what? Your snack would be smut? But for the most part, is the girl who's staying also into this, like, because it says about sex and all these things. Like, is the other girl, like, into it as well?
I cannot answer that.
Okay.
I cannot answer that because that
like
starts to get spoilery.
they're the only 2 at the house, and it says...
There are other people.
Okay. Because, I mean, like, are we not freaking the other girl out? Like, well, we don't know because we're not in her head, I'm assuming. Okay.
And what are her motives? Does the other girl have ulterior motives?
I will say that this book sounds intriguing to me. I don't think I would read it.
Yeah. I don't know that I would have read it if this was like a big buzzy book last year. Buzz. And like top of all the lists of great literary fiction. And there have been a couple like recent book clubs where they did this, and so that was why I was like, oh, I guess I'll read it, I'll go. And I never got to it in time for a book club, but then I like had it on my Libby. I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is kind of a tough hang. And then by the end it was like, oh my gosh, wait, that's so cool. And so
does it end up feeling like thrillerish a little bit or suspenseful, or does it just kind of stay literary fiction? Like
there's some suspense, there's intrigue. It never goes full thriller
because it sounds like it would.
Yeah.
Like talking about it, it feels like something bad's gonna happen.
There's almost like a dread to it.
Oh, what a good way to describe it.
Yeah, but nobody gets murdered.
Okay.
I'll tell you that nobody gets murdered.
It sounds super interesting. Is it the kind of mad woman I like to read about?
I would be curious if I think you would enjoy this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think so? Oh, well, that might change things. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe
it's up in the air.
Off mic, I'll spoil some things for you.
I do love a good spoiler.
And then you'll see if you want to read it.
Okay.
I reckon people should read it. And like I said, almost every single person that I know that has read this has loved it 5 stars. I think I gave it 4 stars.
4. Okay.
But I think I would probably benefit from going back and rereading too.
You're never going to do that.
No, I'm never going to do that, but
not with that one.
Okay. What are you currently reading?
Let me swing fully back to the other side.
Back to romance?
It is romance.
Ooh.
For some reason, summertime really sucks me into like romances. I think just because they are like quick little like beach reads. Like they're just like, oh, it's fun, whatever. But you know, I have been missing fantasy lately. I've been like, Becky, you've not read any fantasy in a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. So we'll see. But
absence makes the heart grow fonder, maybe?
Hopefully. I have a question, Summer. I'm going to give you an author's name, and I want you to tell me if you know who it is.
Okay.
Lauren Billings.
No.
Okay.
And that probably speaks volumes.
I didn't know who it was till this book either. You know a lot of people.
I know. Is this like an indie author, like self-published? Okay.
No, very famous.
In romance.
Part of a co-writing.
Okay.
Duo.
Oh, of Christina Lauren?
Christina Lauren.
Oh.
This is Lauren Billings of Christina Lauren.
By herself.
And I was like, oh, that'd be fun.
Uh-huh.
When you rank your spice-o-meter, your chili peppers, what do you give most Christina Lauren books?
Like a 3.
They got some spice in them.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, let me tell you who's probably the spicy of the two.
Lauren Billings.
She likes a lot of spice.
Okay.
In these books. This book is called Scandalized.
And you're scandalized.
Listen, I'm a little scandalized. Let me read you the blurb.
Okay. Am I going to be over here blushing?
No.
Okay.
Well, hopefully not.
Okay.
I don't think the blurb is going to be crazy. Okay, let me just read it.
Okay.
Exhausted and on a deadline with a story that could make or break her career, investigative journalist Georgia Ross is on the verge of a meltdown when a canceled flight leaves her stuck in the airport overnight. Basically, how we felt before this podcast is about where she is, okay?
Okay.
You understand.
I do.
The last thing that would happen would be our flight got canceled, okay? That's where she is. But when a familiar face appears, the older brother of her childhood friend, and offers help, Gigi, what they call her in the book, seems to have caught a break. Alec Kim is handsome, humble, and kind, exactly the sort of man that Gigi has forgotten existed after her own painful heartbreaks. She knew him when she was like 12. An evening of reconnection followed by a night of no strings attached passion with Alec feels like a gift. That is, until Gigi finally realizes that their childhood connection isn't the only reason he seems so familiar to her. Alec is determined to prove to Gigi that he is truly the man she thinks he is, even if it means coming clean about his fame and his family's connection to the stories Gigi's been working so hard to break. But as the feelings for each other grow deeper, Gigi and Alec must navigate a new reality, one where both of their hard-won careers are put directly in the path of an international scandal.
Okay.
A lot of things that intrigued me about it.
Hang on. This whole time, are they like in an airport terminal? Or does she leave the airport?
They have one night steamy scene in the airport bathroom. No, so
okay.
No, flight gets canceled. Everyone on the flight basically gets shuttled to this hotel. By the time she gets to the line, well, the person in front of her, the hotel is filled up, so they're about to like take them all to.
He's also in the hotel.
Yes,
okay.
Because like everybody kind of got shuttled to this hotel.
Yeah.
Well, because he's famous, she doesn't know that.
Right. I picked it up.
He like already had like his staff already took care of a room for him.
Okay.
And she sees him and she's kind of like, why is that guy familiar? And it was like her best friend's older brother when they were like really young. So
but she doesn't know he's famous now?
No. So, okay. So first of all, she's like, maybe he was like 12 or 13 and she was like 7 or 8. It was like really young.
Okay.
Then they ended up moving away. And so she like hasn't talked to this friend even in like 20 years. But she recognizes and she calls him Alec. And that's how he knows, well, how do I know this person? Because no one calls me that anymore.
Uh-huh.
And so she's like, hey, I'm like, I think his sister's name is like Sunny or something. I can't remember. Like, I am Sunny's old friend. He's like, oh. And so like they just like they're just talking, whatever. And basically like he's like, my suite has 2 rooms. Like, just stay up there. It's not weird. Like, you're my sister's old friend, whatever. Well, of course.
Things progress from there.
Yes. And I knew from the blurb that was going to happen. So I expected that to happen, like, pretty quickly, which it does. And boy, is it
spicy.
It's spicy. And I was kind of like, oh, okay. They go to LA. That's where she lives. He's there for press type stuff. That's when she realized when she gets off the plane, because there are fans waiting outside. So she's like really, like, she's like an investigative journalist. She's been in like England investigating this like crime ring of things. So she's like she doesn't really watch.
That makes more sense.
Yes. Then. She does know who he is. Like once she like realizes, oh, you're Alexander Kim and like all these things. She's like, she'd heard her name because her roommate's like obsessed with him. But she didn't know any of that whenever they hooked up. Right. Yeah. It's a weird book for me.
Okay.
I will say it's not like, I complain about the Tessa Bailey being kind of like just like too much of that.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of that, but it's not like it's not terribly written. Like I think Tessa Bailey's is. Sorry.
The smut?
Yeah. Sorry, okay. Tessa. It's not even that. Like if people really like Steam, give it a go. What I don't love about it, I don't really know if I really love like the whole celebrity matchups. I think that just isn't very convincing to me.
I think when I was younger, that was more interesting to me.
Probably. I don't know. Like it's not really doing it for me. I'm kind of like, okay. The like her being a childhood friend is way more interesting. And so like when it's just them, like it's better. But when everything else is involved, it's like, I don't know.
You're not sold on the romance.
It's really insta-love. I guess that's also a thing.
How far in are you?
Like 70%.
Oh, you're pretty far.
But I mean, like from the get-go, they're kind of like, why is this different? Why does this feel different?
Yeah.
And like, it's justified in the book because of like the past that they shared and things like that. And like that she knew him before he was this person. And so like, that's probably why he is falling so hard. Uh-huh. But it's like, it's hard to convince me of that when it also is just so much about you guys hooking up constantly.
Yeah.
But it's like they barely see each other because he's on press and this and that. So like the 1 hour they get together, like, I don't know, maybe have a conversation, but instead you're having a conversation. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys.
But you love each other.
They've literally been reconnected at this point that I'm at, like 8 days. 10 maybe. And they constantly recognize like this is way too soon to feel like this.
So this is just like very much leaning into like the fantasy of like a celebrity swept away.
But it's like that's not why she likes him, which I do appreciate that. That's like the least like she could care about. She doesn't want to go to any of the events with him. She's just kind of like, no, like that doesn't interest me at all, which I do like. So it's not like she's a fan.
Yeah.
To be honest, like she's like, that's the least interesting thing about you to me. She's like, to be honest, like I would never give you the time of day if I would have known that before, like because she just doesn't care about that, and it all just is like too much for her. What's interesting about this book is the investigative journalism side, where there's this whole like side plot happening of what she's investigating, and it's like,
and he's involved somehow.
Well, he's not like involved in it badly, but there is a connection.
I love it when there's connections
that he has to this place. They're like basically investigating. I feel like it might be like a nightclub or something.
Okay.
Or basically drugging women. Ooh. And then every time something even kind of gets exposed about it, the people either get paid off or things happen. And so she is like going underground to try to like crack this like scandal kind of thing. But because she's also kind of sleeping with one of the people who can give her not evidence. He doesn't have like evidence, but like there's like some conflict of interest thing. Yeah. So like that's
that
what
is more interesting to you.
That's what I feel like is going to blow up. I don't think, because they communicate well.
They're just so in love, so in tune.
I mean, they share their feelings so openly and easily with each other, like very mature, regulated adults.
I love that.
Yes, I love that for them. And
in between moments of
whenever they actually do talk. But I think the blow up or the scandal is going to be, the argument's going to come like, well, you're using a story from someone that you have relations with.
Yeah. That's interesting.
So that part I think is interesting.
How did you learn about this book?
I think I was just like looking at like a list of like fun summer like romance books, and I didn't know the name, and to be honest, I probably wouldn't have even paid any attention to it except for like under it was like
from Christina
Lauren, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, and I love a lot of Christina Lauren books. I was like, that'd be fun. It's not that I hate it, I just don't love it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like ready for it to be done.
I would say if you're 70% in and you're not like hooked.
Yeah,
it's probably
but
not.
I also don't love insta love.
Right. Yeah.
And it's not a billionaire thing because it's nothing ever is about his money, but it's just those same vibes because it's like the celebrity.
Yeah.
So
I also don't love a celebrity romance. That has to be like a very well done one for me to like.
But for any listeners out there who just like
sometimes you're looking for more smut than plot.
If you are, give it a shot.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, like I said, I think it's decently written. I mean, she's a good writer.
Yeah. Okay. Very interesting.
Okay, what are you currently reading?
Okay. Something a little bit more lighthearted than the like smut.
Get us out of it.
Do you recognize the name Clare Pooley?
Oh, you can't do that to me because I just did it to you.
Clare Pooley?
Just say it again, like
Clare Pooley. Let me say it with a British accent. Clare Pooley. Nope, that was bad.
I think I know who it is.
Who do you think it is?
Isn't she like a mystery writer?
Nope.
Oh.
She wrote some of my favorite
thriller
books of the last couple years. No, not thriller. Like heartwarming general fiction.
Oh.
Iona Iverson's Rules for Commuting and How to Age Disgracefully. I'll show you these covers.
Hold on. You took me to a bookstore one time to the mystery section and said, this is one of my like favorite people. And I thought the last name was Pooley.
Not mysteries.
Maybe it was the Louise Penny.
Might have been Louise Penny.
I think I'm doing the first name and not the last name.
Louise Penny.
A little bit
Clare
of recall.
Pooley.
At least I had a little bit
I mean, they're similar names.
Yeah.
And you remembered that I distinctly told you something.
I do remember what you tell me. I just don't always read them.
See, look at these covers. Do they look familiar to you?
Yeah, they do, and they're cute.
They're so cute.
I'm going to pull. Which one are you reading? Hold on.
Okay. I am currently reading The Authenticity Project.
That looks so retro, and I like it.
Okay, let me tell you about it. The story of a solitary green notebook that brings together 6 strangers and leads to unexpected friendship and even love. Julian Jessup, an eccentric, lonely artist and septuagenarian, believes that most people aren't really honest with each other. But what if they were? And so he writes in a plain green journal the truth about his own life and leaves it in his local cafe. It's run by the incredibly tidy and efficient Monica, who furtively adds her own entry and leaves the book in the wine bar across the street. Before long, the others who find the green notebook add the truths about their own deepest selves and soon find each other in real life at Monica's cafe. The Authenticity Project's cast of characters, including Hazard, the charming addict who makes a vow to get sober, Alice, the fabulous mommy Instagrammer whose real life is a lot less perfect than it looks online, and their other new friends, is by turns quirky and funny, heartbreakingly sad, and painfully true to life. It's a story about being brave and putting your real self forward and finding out that it's not as scary as it seems. In fact, it looks a lot like happiness. The Authenticity Project is just the tonic for our times that readers are clamoring for, and one that they will take to their hearts and read with unabashed pleasure.
Okay, that sounds so cute.
Doesn't it sound cute?
That sounds right up my alley, actually.
So,
it sounds like my little cat Japanese books.
Yeah, kind of. It might have a little bit more bite than your cat Japanese books.
Probably. I mean, it doesn't have a cat in it, so that's its
Not
first
yet.
strike.
Not yet.
So unless a cat writes an entry in the book, I don't want to hear about it.
In that green notebook. Clare Pooley novels are just like the perfect genre for me of like general fiction about friendship and finding community and how that like brings you joy and connectedness.
Yeah.
And there's always like several POVs of different characters that are all going through things that like find strength by the relationships that they form together. That's like a sweet spot for me. Like I said, both Iona Iverson and How to Age Disgracefully were some of my favorite books of the year, of the years that I read them.
How long ago did you read them? I've really never heard of these. The covers like do look familiar to me.
Yeah. Let's see. I read How to Age Disgracefully in 24, maybe.
That's the one that looks familiar to me.
It was so good. It was definitely, I read that in December of 2024. So then I read Iona Iverson in 2023. She has a new one coming out too called Friends You Haven't Met Yet, but it doesn't come out until next year. And so the other day, someone on like a Facebook post asked like for recommendations of books that help you feel content in life, where maybe you need to find some joy, like where you are.
Did you see what year she wrote this?
This one's 2020. And I
Feels
recommended
like an interesting book to read.
Yeah.
To write and publish in 2020.
Yeah. I recommended Clare Pooley, and then I realized she has a backlist book that I haven't read yet. So I immediately went and got it from the library.
Mm-hmm.
And it is really cute so far. I'm only about 40% in. And I don't know that I love it as much as I love the other ones yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have a lot of book left.
Well, and I think sometimes books like this, because, again, I'm comparing it to that genre where a lot of those Japanese books, they're very similar. They don't all have cats in them. But they are a lot about like finding friendship with somebody or a cat, you know? A lot of times as you're reading them, what I've experienced is like I like it, but I haven't like I'm not like overwhelmed. But then when I finish it, it's the feeling when you finish it of like you just feel like you're like in a warm hug, honestly. And then I'm just like, that book was so beautiful. Like it was so like this feels like one of those books. If that makes sense.
I hope / anticipate that it's going to be one of those like things are okay right now. There's like looming stuff that's obviously something's going to go wrong. And I hope the like coming back together at the end where you feel the strength of all of your new friendships that you have. Like I think that hopefully will be the piece that like clinches it for me.
Are you reading the entries they wrote?
It kind of goes back and forth.
Okay.
It is interesting in that like it starts with the entry for Julian and Monica is reading it. And then like all of a sudden we'll be at a new POV with a new person and they have the journal and they might be reading what Monica wrote. But then so far the people that have gotten the journal so far, they're like, what is this? And there are enough details about these people in the journal entries that they like Monica goes and she like watches Julian. She's like, who is this man that wrote this like very personal
like
stuff?
They signed it?
Yes. Like it
so
has
they know
details about their lives. So she knows where he goes, like habits. So she goes and like watches him in a cemetery as he sits on a cemetery every Friday.
Stalkerish a little bit.
Yes. And then she like decides to be vulnerable and write in the journal too. And then she leaves it somewhere. And the man that finds that one goes to like check out Monica. Because he's like, Monica's Cafe, I know where that is. And on the wall there, the man sees a flyer that Monica created with the intention of getting Julian integrated. And like, he's an artist. And so she like is looking for an art teacher to hold art classes in the cafe. But he's not going to see it. So this man, this third person, takes the flyer and goes and finds Julian and leaves it somewhere that he can find. So like these people end up getting entwined and integrated.
It kind of, stalkerish a little bit, but also kind of like that new movie on Netflix, like the voicemails for Isabel.
Oh yeah?
Where it's like you have this insight to someone's life and you're so interested, not in like a creepy way. Because like what he does in that movie, I don't know if you've watched it yet. I'm like, we're not going to go too far into the movie. It's really cute.
I know the premise.
Basically, he's getting voicemails as she's leaving to us, and he just is like so invested in like listening to this person like grieve and process, and he's just like, I have to meet her. Like,
but she doesn't know that he has heard all of that.
Yes,
right?
So he basically puts himself in a place where they'll meet. But again, it's not because he's a creepy stalker.
Right.
That's kind of the vibes it's giving me a little bit.
Yes, there is a storyline very much like that where Monica, her desire is to like be a mother and have a stable relationship. And so there's a man that comes along and has read that entry and meets her and they start to have a romance. And he's like, how can I tell her now that I have read this and I know this about her? She doesn't know that he has read the journal. So yeah, there's definitely some of that going on.
Interesting. It sounds fun though. Like in a, not fun, I don't know if that's the word, but it sounds heartfelt.
Very heartfelt. Yes. And
I'm intrigued. I do reckon I'd read it.
Yay! I think you should start with either one, Iona Iverson or How to Age Disgracefully. Either one of those are so good. I need to go back and reread those because they just brought me so much joy. And it has been 2 years.
It has been.
Since my most recent one.
Because I think that's before I really was like following what you were reading because I've not heard you talk about them.
Yeah, it was early 2025 when we started like being really into the books together.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Together. We were both already into the books.
Okay, what is up next for you?
Okay. I'm really excited to talk about this book, Summer.
Ooh.
This was on just like another random list I was looking at. Actually, you know what I was looking at? I don't think it was a list. I was just looking at like the available now on Libby. And then I was like just putting filters in to like narrow it. Just to try to see like if I could find anything new to kind of like whatever. And this is where I found this book. Know nothing about this person.
Is it another romance?
I don't think it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
If it is, I don't think that it's like a capital R romance.
Okay, I'm even more intrigued.
Yeah, let's see what genres Goodreads has it under. It does have it under romance, magical realism, fiction, fantasy, but I think that's the magical realism. So.
Okay, what is it?
It's called The House of Now and Then by Edward Underhill.
Oh, I don't know this, but Underhill.
All right. What a great name, Edward.
Mr. Underhill.
It only has 715 ratings, too.
Oh, whoa.
Which I do love a book.
Can I see the cover?
Oh, yeah, I guess you can.
It's cute.
It's very cute.
Okay.
So it did have romance on the genre list. But again, let me read it to you, and you tell me what you think.
Okay.
There's definitely going to be a romance in it, I think. But I feel like it's more than that. Here's the blurb. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Harlow could use a break. With his academic future over, just like his relationship with his long-term boyfriend, Jackson, a suspiciously cheap summer rental on the Cape.
I thought I was saying the boyfriend was suspiciously cheap.
Wrong place to pause.
The rental. Okay.
Yes, sorry. With a suspiciously cheap summer rental. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. On the Cape feels like just the escape he needs. But when he arrives at the picturesque seaside cottage, he's alarmed to find his discouraging old professor in the living room, his father making coffee in the kitchen, and a handsome young repairman fixing things in the bedroom. Worst of all, Jackson is in the bathroom, which I think is the ex, maybe.
Okay.
None of them will leave. No one else can see them. Uh-huh. And they won't leave him alone. The house isn't magic only for Harlow, and as the summer grows hot and thick with tourists, old wounds and fresh secrets both in and outside its walls begin to transform him. It's clear the house is trying to tell him something, and he's sure it has to do with the mysterious repairman who suddenly seems to be everywhere he looks, which is why I think it's probably got some romance in it. But it still doesn't feel capital R to me, but I don't know. But can Harlow let go of the past long enough to listen? Evoking all the windswept dunes and 4th of July fireworks of a perfect Cape Cod day, which is another reason I picked it, because the House of Now and Then asks you who you would find if all your unfinished business was just behind one door.
Wow. Becca, that sounds so good.
Doesn't it sound so good?
Yes.
Okay, so by reading that, and then I read a couple reviews because I needed to get a feel. I was like, what is exactly happening? I think that these different people, from these different places in life, are kind of stuck in this one room. They don't travel among the house. So it's when he has to go to the bathroom, when he's in the bathroom, Jackson's in there, which I think is his ex. When he's in the living room, it's the old professor. When he's in the kitchen, it's his dad. I don't think that they move around.
Okay.
So obviously it's that's the magic realism of it all, is that they're obviously not really there, but almost ghost of his past a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the people are dead, but obviously it alludes to unfinished business a little bit, which feels a little ghosty, which I like. And then there's this other guy who's in the house as well, who he doesn't know. What I read somewhere, this might be a spoiler, I don't know. So
skip.
I do think the person who's in the house is also a shadow or a ghost type thing, but I think he hasn't met the real person yet.
Oh, that's intriguing.
That's, I think, like I said, from a couple of things I read, because I was confused because I was like, wait, is the repairman in this? Like, I was confused.
Yeah.
So I was trying to figure out, I didn't want anything fully spoiled because I feel like this is one of those books that it's like, I know it's not going to be sad. I think it's supposed to be like a
upswing.
Good, So, I mean, there might be sad things in it, but so I was like, is this handyman just coming into the house, or is he in the house like one of the other ghosts? And what I think I read like in a review, it's like before he meets the real person, which is why I do think, like I said, I think there's romance in it. Obviously, this is going to be like 2 men, so that is not something people are comfortable with. Obviously, this might not be for you, but it doesn't feel like a crazy capital R romance where it's going to be like this big crazy love story, but it feels more of like that general fiction.
It's a piece of it.
A piece of the story. Probably after he finds healing from all these other things in his life. If it's a romance, if it's a true romance, I assume that will be his happy ending kind of thing.
I'm very intrigued by this. I reckon I would read it already. I'm in.
Yeah, I think it sounds so cool. When I found it, I was like, oh, Summer will love this.
Yeah,
like,
I love some magical realism.
I do too.
I also love that, like, you have a whole thing and then you haven't even met the person yet. Or like you said something in the last episode of like, and then this person looks strangely familiar. And I'm like, oh, I love that. See, or like a Tom Cruise movie where he dies, but then there's a clone of him. Love it.
Yes. So that is one thing. That is hilarious because you love clones. That is one thing that sometimes can be a miss for me, right?
Yeah.
So I am interested because it's like if you've been having these conversations with this person that you haven't even actually met yet,
does that transfer?
How does that transfer? Or it's like, oh, hey, like I don't actually know you, but let me tell you everything I already told you because I have to remember if I told fake you or real you, all these details about my life.
And practicality, that I could see
those are the things that kind of get me a little bit. But I don't know. So I'm just too intrigued in the story that I feel like what you always tell me to do, which I'm not very good at, is I might just have to like, what do you call it? Like
let it wash over you.
No, like
disassociate?
No, what's the word? My belief.
Like, suspension of disbelief.
Yes. I was like, you guys should see my hand movements.
Yes.
I don't know why that was that hand movement. Yes. Like, I feel like I might just have to like.
Yeah. See, I think I like the idea that if you fall in love with someone and then for some reason that person goes away, maybe because they're a clone or they die or you haven't met them yet.
Why is it you and the clones?
I don't know. I think
Return of the Clones, guys.
I think I like the idea that like you've fallen in love with this person once. You can fall in love with them again.
Yeah.
And that like beauty of like, you know this person, even if you don't.
I do think there's a beauty in that. But then I do feel
you just
like
have questions.
I'm just like, man, do you remember everything you told that person? Because one day you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I already told you that. Like, there's going to be this big argument, and it's going to be like, you didn't tell me that. And be like, yeah, I did. I told you. Oh, yeah, you were a ghost when I told you that. Sorry.
I do that right now.
And do you ever tell? And do you ever tell the new person, oh,
so funny
you're
story.
the ghosty guy in my house this whole week? What? Because the guy would be like, you're psycho.
I actually know your deepest, darkest fears, even though you haven't met me yet.
And also, like, you're a handyman, right? Because, like, you've been fixing things in the house. Sorry. Ooh, which could be a symbol. Fixing things.
Be a symbol. The healing.
The healing.
The healing. The children.
The children.
I knew that was the children voice.
Thank you. But the children love the books.
Wow. Yeah, I reckon I would read this.
Yeah, I thought you would.
I can't wait to hear what you think of it.
Yeah, I thought like it sounded like an us book. Like both of us would eat it up.
Yeah.
And I think it's only like, hold on, because I think this will sell it for you even more. Hold on. It is a 7-hour audiobook.
Wow. I'm in.
Yeah.
I was already in, but I'm in.
Such a quick, like you can finish that in 3 or 4 hours.
On the 4th of July. This episode's going to release after the 4th of July, but we're recording it before.
But we should read it.
We should.
Because 4th of July. It mentioned it. Also, for people who don't know Becca and Summer book reading math, my comment made no sense. I said it's a 7-hour audiobook. I said we can finish that in 3 or 4 hours. We were probably like, what?
Oh yeah, bump it up, baby.
Bump that speed up. Bump it up. Bump it up.
I was saying,
bump that speed up.
Bump it up.
Oh,
bump that.
Two different vibes there. Okay, we should move on. Summer, what are you about to read?
Okay, I told you I was going to bring a nonfiction book, and I changed my mind.
Oh, she did, because she was like, I've been reading a lot of nonfiction. I said, well, I brought philosophy for like three straight episodes. You're good.
Okay, summer break is happening, so I'm reading a lot. In June, I read 18 books. 7 of those 18 books were nonfiction books. That's crazy. That almost doubled.
That is a big month for you of nonfiction.
Yeah,
I mean, you always read nonfiction, but
I think before that month, I had only read like 11 for the whole year. So
yeah.
I just really... So I'm not bringing a nonfiction right now.
You just need it breakfast, because you were like, you had these slow mornings at summer, and you got to like actually just like have your little nonfiction breakfast.
Oh, I just checked out 2 more from the library. They're coming back. Don't worry, guys. I know you're so worried about.
They can't wait.
What nonfiction book I'm going to bring next. But this one is fun. Okay. And I think you are also going to love it. Let me pull it out. This is another. Do you know this person? You ready?
Okay.
Alix E. Harrow.
Oh yeah, I know that person.
Who is it, Becca?
The house.
The author of Starling House.
I was about to say the Sparrow House, the Blackbird House, the
Starling House.
The Starling. I knew it was a bird.
Yes. This is another one of like
magic realism.
Another magic realism. I think this one's going to lend a little bit or lean a little bit more fantasy. We'll see. Okay. But I loved Starling House.
You did love it. I liked it. You loved it.
I loved it. And then I was so excited. I had heard such good things about this book, but I think it wasn't available from the library yet. So I got her other book, The Once and Future Witches, and I did not love it.
Really?
I did not love it.
Oh, so this could be a hit or miss.
So after that, it's been like a year and a half, almost 2 years since I read The Once and Future Witches. I had gone out and bought the book by then. And so now this book has been languishing on my shelf for like 2 years.
Languishing.
Yes.
That's a good word.
Thank you. For like 2 years. And I think...
Oh, wait, you own this? This wasn't one of the library ones?
No. I own this book.
Oh, okay.
And I saw it on my bookshelf today.
She went and checked out like 8 books at the library, to my defense.
I did. So. I just talked about it.
I could tell this was an aged, like it's had some like...
Yeah, the pages have been in the sun. It sat on my like shelf, my table next to the window for a couple years. So the like pages are kind of yellowy.
Yeah.
It's also got kind of a distressed...
I think it almost looks like it's made like that a little bit too.
So it feels like it's time. So
it's time.
Let me read you the setup for this book. I actually don't like the setup on the back of the book, so I'm going to read it from Goodreads.
Okay. Don't you hate that?
I know.
Just keep it consistent, guys.
That would be an interesting deep dive of like publishing decisions of that kind of stuff. Like when they change it in print versus online. You know what?
One of our spotlight segments, one of these days, we need to do like book blurbs. We need to find out who writes them. Who makes the decisions, because I want to fight whoever said oddball Shakespeare conspiracies. And hopefully that was not the author. Like, I don't think the author writes the blurbs, right?
I don't think so. I think it's like publishing decisions.
That's going to be a spotlight.
Because we've talked about this multiple times. Like, who wrote this blurb?
Yeah.
Okay. Have I even said what book this is?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Classic us.
This is 10,000 Doors of January.
You definitely did not say that.
By Alix E. Harrow.
January is my favorite month.
Well, listen to this.
Actually, that's a lie. October is my favorite month, but I was born in January, so, you know.
Okay.
I lied, so I felt like I needed to tell the truth.
You and Anne Shirley. Thank goodness for October's. Okay. In the early 1900s, a young woman embarks on a fantastical journey of self-discovery after finding a mysterious book in this captivating and lyrical debut. In a sprawling mansion filled with peculiar treasures, January Scalar is a curiosity herself. As the ward of the wealthy Mr. Locke, she feels little different from the artifacts that decorate the halls, carefully maintained, largely ignored, and utterly out of place. Then she finds a strange book.
Ooh, I love finding a strange book. Mm-hmm.
A book that carries the scent of other worlds.
Oh, I don't know if I like the word scent there, but okay. She's just walking around. Like, I don't like a smelly book.
I love the smell of a book.
A smelly book.
What smelly books have you been smelling?
Like a moldy old book.
Oh, I don't know that I've smelled a moldy book.
Well, you've not looked at lots of really old
but
books.
I do like the smell of old books.
They make me sneeze.
Smells so good. I just sniffed this book.
Depends on the book. But
Let me-
this book sounds real old and like it has some memories and some history. That's going to be a smelly old book.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm stuck on the scent.
Carries the scent of other worlds.
Ooh, even worse.
And tells a tale of secret doors, of love, adventure, and danger. Each page turn reveals impossible truths about the world, and January discovers a story increasingly entwined with her own. Lush and richly imagined, a tale of impossible journeys, unforgettable love, and the enduring power of stories awaits an Alix Harrow's spellbinding debut. Step inside and discover its magic.
What year did you write that?
This one came out in
Because I might have beef.
2019.
Okay, hold on.
Or do you think it sounds like another book?
Uh-huh.
I think it sounds like The Book of Doors that I read last year, the year before, by...
When did that one come out?
That one was more recent. I think this one predates The Book of Doors, which was fine. It was just fine.
What? Okay, wait. That came out when?
2019.
What month?
Let me go back and
Because
look.
I think mine came out in 2019.
The Book of Doors by Gareth Brown came out in 2024. This one, 10,000 Doors of January.
No one's even going to know the book that I'm going to mention, probably.
But Alix Harrow copied it.
It just sounds...
It came out in September of 2019.
This came out in November 2019. Mine's a cheater. They would have been writing it at the same time, which is interesting. So there is no, like, they wouldn't have read the other one or got inspiration.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What book are you talking about?
Oh, The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern,
Oh.
which is one of my favorite books ever.
I remember.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, that is the thing is, like, this is kind of a familiar concept.
But this, what sounds eerie is that in The Starless Sea, he finds a book. And the book opens up doors in other worlds. And within that, there's other stories that ultimately intertwine with his own. Like, it's like
that sounds very,
very similar.
What time period is that?
Like, when's it set?
Yeah. Because this is early 1900s, which I do think I picked this up and read like a chapter. Oh, I made it to page 3 like a year ago. And I was like, wait, this is the 1900s. And I put it back down.
Well, it's kind of hard because The Starless Sea, the main character is set in 2015 because he's like in college when he finds this book in the library. But when he goes to the Starless Sea, it's like these underworld libraries.
Mm-hmm.
So that feels much older. That feels ancient.
Mm-hmm,
So like, the book doesn't feel 2015, if that makes sense. But the guy is from 2015.
I see. Yeah.
So
that's interesting. NPR Books says it will lead you on a journey through books within books, worlds within worlds, mysteries within mysteries, until finally you reach a deep breath taken after a perfectly satisfying last page. Sounds great.
I mean, to be honest, like, The Starless Sea moved my soul. So it's one of my favorite books ever.
So if this is similar.
It sounds really good.
But you've got your guard up because you're like, this is my
a
favorite
little
book.
bit. Well, just because it sounded so similar. But if they wrote it at the same time, there's not going to be any inspiration from one or the other.
Right.
So like that makes me feel a little bit better. Because sometimes I'm like, did you just read that book and then write like a different version of that book?
Yeah.
And I don't like to accuse people of that. But when they're so similar, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I will say, though, Erin Morgenstern is a very different writer than Alix. What last name? Harrow?
Alix E. Harrow.
Harrow. Like, they're very different. She's way more like, her books are way more like intricate and intellectual.
Yeah. Oh,
if that makes sense. No. Like, they remind me kind of like Babel Girl.
R.F. Kuang.
Yeah. Like, they're hard to read. Like, she's not an easy
like
person to read.
It's almost like a tough hang to get through that one.
Yeah.
You told me.
And it's a big boy too. So this could be like an easier,
more accessible.
Digestible version. Not saying it's like a lesser quality.
Yeah.
But I feel like their writing styles are different.
I'll just have to read them both and tell you.
Well, you should. Back to back. Right now.
While I watch.
So, sorry, I didn't mean to like... That was just interesting to me, like how similar they were.
Mm-hmm. Was there like not a master, but like she's the ward of this person? Was there an element of that in...
She's the ward of who? Sorry?
Mr. Locke, who owns this house that she feels like an artifact in.
No, so because he's like in college, so he finds the book in a library.
So different
Yeah,
there.
so the setting's a little bit different on how they find the book.
Mm-hmm.
What's crazy? I'm not going to hijack. I was about to go back to Starless. I'm sorry. I'm not going to hijack. You know what? Maybe that's going to be my next current read because I feel like that just brought it all back. I want to read it again. I'll bring that to another podcast.
We've been doing this back and forth to each other all night tonight.
I know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know, that could be, I keep coming up with spotlight segment ideas. That could be a good one of like books that have similar plots or like look alike.
And who did it better.
Or like who wrote it when and how does that happen?
Interesting. Yeah, we'll do that too.
Okay.
This is given up because this is for ourselves. These are little notes.
Firing.
Add to notes. Anyways, I am intrigued and I do think I would read it because, like I said, Alix has this like dark, gothic fantasy magic realism vibes that, like I said, it's a very different style.
Yeah.
So, like, I really don't want people to misunderstand me. Like, it's not going to be as good. Erin Morgenstern, honestly, is just, like, a master. Like, she does remind me of R.F. Kuang. Like, it's just, like, this intense level of writing that I'm like, how? Like, how do you do that? But I think these tend to be a little bit more fun because, like, you can, like, get into it and understand it. Because if you read an Erin Morgenstern novel, you're going to be like, I think I understood 70% of that. Like, seriously. Like, they're hard. So I definitely think I would read it. Like, if you end up liking it, I will probably read it.
Okay.
If you end up kind of being, like, disappointed in it, I might not.
Man, I hope I like it because I loved Starling House. And then after the Once and Future was fine.
We should reread Starling House this.
Oh, I plan to. I've almost picked it up multiple times.
We should do it this spooky season because I need to reread it and see what my beef was with it.
Yeah. See, I want to read it in a different format. I listened to the audio, which I loved.
read it.
But there are so many footnotes in that book that I would be curious to experience reading it in print versus the audio. The audio was well done. So maybe you should do the audio and I should do the print.
Yeah, we could flip-flop.
We should do that. I hope it's good because, Once and Future Witches, I think I had different expectations going in. I had also just finished reading, what's that other Emilia Hart novel that I didn't love, Weyward.
Oh, yeah. You did not like Weyward.
I had just read Weyward.
You've ruined it for me, too. Every time I look at it on my shelf, it's like a TBR for me. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Summer didn't like it.
But I didn't like it from a women suffering standpoint. Because that's like...
Well, I love women suffering.
I know. Well, that's a unique trigger of mine. I say, I know you do.
It depends what they're suffering.
You may not have the trouble with it that I did. But I had just read that, and they're both witchy, and they were both like set in different old times.
Yeah, maybe just like
I think some of my lingering of Weyward might have gotten on. So, I don't know. So we'll see what Alix Harrow, if she can hook me with this one.
I'm excited for you to read it, and I do really want to know your thoughts.
Okay.
And I legitimately want you to bump the Starless C up. After you read it, I'd be interested.
Yeah.
But you gotta. It's a big one, so you'll have to like commit.
Hey,
you'll have to do it whenever
summertime is a good time.
That is true. Maybe it is because I'm sure it's a long audiobook. But honestly, that is one that I'd recommend reading
in print,
or at least having an imprint while you're listening to it on audio because there are books within books. So like you'll be reading like the books, like the book he finds. Then becomes some of the chapters. Yeah. As he's reading the book, you get thrown into a chapter that he's reading and keeping track of, are you in real time? Are you in a book? And then are you in a book within a book? It's wild.
Sounds fun, but also a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay. That was our reading roundup.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it. Hopefully all these things are still working around us.
Hopefully we did it. Hopefully you guys are listening.
We had to readjust something at one point and I broke a candle. So just add one more thing.
Don't tell the listeners.
That was
now they're culpable with us.
That was the flight getting canceled.
The flight getting canceled was us breaking a candle.
So I was like, are you kidding me? Of course.
Are you? Okay. It is time.
Great segue. Are you? Okay, so now.
Okay. It is time for our Spotlight segment.
Spotlight segment.
I love that. That was so good. Thanks. Do that more often. And this week we are talking about or revisiting the topic of DNFing.
DNF.
Which, remind us, Becca, what does DNF stand for?
Did not finish.
That's right.
Yep.
And this is a topic that we go into like detail with about like what is DNFing, why do you do it, when is it appropriate to do it or not, on episode 19.
Yeah. So that's not what we're talking about today.
No.
So the reason I was how this came up is last episode we were talking about like our goals, and one of them was like to be more intentional with what we're reading and let go of books that like maybe weren't right for us either in the moment or just weren't right for us in general. And so then that kind of got us questioning like, wait, how many books have we DNF this year? Like, have we actually stepped away from books that like weren't feeding us that joy or whatever you want to say? So that's kind of what we're going to talk about. Like, what books have we put down this year and why?
And this is something that I could do better at tracking. A lot of times I'll start a book and then set it down with the intention of returning to it. And it may just take me a certain amount of time to get back to it, but I don't track that.
Yeah.
I, so far this year, have only marked on Goodreads one book as DNF. And what about you?
2, which is real high for me.
Yeah. Especially since that's one of your goals. It's hard for you.
Yeah.
We'll talk about one of them. What did you DNF?
Okay. The first one, I DNF'd it not because I wasn't necessarily enjoying it, but I started it at the end of last year, so December. So it was a holiday book. It got pushed back, and then I kept trying to read it into January, but it was just like, at that point, I was like, I can't even get into this. Like, not that I was like over the holidays, but it just was not landing the same.
Yeah.
That I was like, you just have to stop. And so I stopped, packed it up with all my other Christmas books, and I do plan on picking it up this Christmas. It was very slow. So at the time, it definitely was just something I needed to let go. Because it sat on my nightstand for probably a month, like after the holidays, of being like, you got to read it.
What is it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Meet Me Under the Mistletoe by Jenny Bayliss.
Oh, yes. I remember that one.
Yeah.
And I was with you when you bought it.
Yeah. It wasn't that I didn't like it necessarily, but it was very slow, and I was probably only 30% in, and I was just like, I just got to let it go. Just put it up with the Christmas books and just move on. And so I'll probably pick it back up.
That's funny. I just had to check because I also DNF'd a Christmas book, but technically I did it back on December 28th. So it technically was last year.
Yeah.
But it was Ghosted by B.K. Borison. Right? Isn't it Ghosted or Spirit Away?
You didn't
Good
finish,
Spirits.
You didn't finish Good Spirits? Oh, your dog ate it.
My dog ate it. My dog.
I don't know if that counts as a DNF when your dog ate it. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I couldn't
You
read
weren't
it anymore.
feeling
I
it.
set it down.
And it was you weren't feeling it at first anyways. I mean, you were okay.
I
but
was just moving slow. This is what I put on Goodreads. Going to move this to the DNF shelf for now, as my book was eaten by a dog. Shredded, to be accurate. I'll try it again come December.
It was such a pretty cover, too.
I know.
And you had the sprayed edges.
It was the beautiful edition. And I actually have had a friend gift it to me because they knew, not the sprayed edition, but they were like, here, you can have my because I know your dog ate it. So I have it. I own it again.
So sweet.
So I do plan to go back to that one. And you plan to go back to the Jenny Bayliss one?
Yeah, I think I will at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Because I kind of rotate. I don't always get through all my Christmas books every year, but it's like they're kind of on rotation. So this will definitely be like one I'll put closer, like earlier in the season, so I'll actually finish it.
Okay. What else have you DNF'd?
The other one, guys, I tried so hard, and I brought it to the pod, and I was so excited about it.
Oh, I know which book it is.
Because it had Langston Hughes in it, and I was so pumped. Harlem Rhapsody.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it, y'all.
I know how bummed you were about that one.
I was really bummed, and it was like bringing me down so much that I literally just had to be like, just stop.
Yeah.
I am still intrigued about the story. Like I am probably at some point going to deep dive on the woman's life that it's about.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like you need to find like a nonfiction about her. Rather than like a fictionalized version of her affair.
Yes. Because it was the woman's relationship with Du Bois.
W.E.B. Du Bois.
Not Dubois. We fact-checked ourselves on that. And about their relationship, which is integral because they work together and he's who gave her the job and all these things. But it just was only about their affair, really. And I was like, this is not why I'm interested in the story. Like, I know that is like an element of their... Allegedly. It's not even proven. So it's like...
It's just a tough hang.
And I'm not saying it was like fanfic. It's not at all. Because it's very like historical fiction, which is also hard for me unless it's engaging enough. So like the fact that I was like historical fiction and then about an affair I didn't care about, it was just like I just had to let it go. And like I said, I was super bummed. I want to learn so much about this woman's life, and she is who like one of the people who like discovered Langston Hughes and like all these things, and I'm like powerful. Like,
what was her name again?
Of course you're gonna ask me that.
Sorry.
I knew I needed to pull it up. Jessie Redmond Faust.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And that's the thing. None of us have heard of her.
Right. And so you like want to know her story.
Right.
And yeah.
Because she was a Black literary editor working for Du Bois.
Yeah.
And basically
discovered Langston Hughes.
And like multiple other people.
Nella Larson.
Yeah. Like was friends with Nella Larson and all these things. But like we've never heard of this woman.
Yeah.
Which just is infuriating. And so I was like, I'm going to eat this up. And then I just couldn't. I couldn't read one more time.
You need the nonfic.
Yeah. I needed like, I couldn't take one more hotel room. And it's not even explicit. Like, it's not even like that was that. It was just like, I just don't care.
Yeah.
Give me the meat. And I'm sure, here's the thing. It probably comes. Like, I bet you that, like, the further you get into it, you do start getting more of the other stuff.
You just couldn't get to that
I just couldn't get to it. I was just too over it.
Well, the next book that I DNF'd, I'm not bummed about. I did not enjoy this book. It was Wolf Gone Wild by Juliet Cross.
Sorry.
So the book club that read the Cowboy Alien book, the Things That Go Bump in the Night book club, this was the book for the following month. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had so much fun with this alien book. I'm going to read this wolf book. It's like a werewolf book. And I did not enjoy it. I think I got 20-30% in and I was like,
was it just like too cheesy?
It was very cheesy. It was not very well written. Sorry, Juliet Cross. I did not vibe with it. And it was like insta love. It was this man who has a werewolf in him, and it was kind of like
he's not a werewolf. He just like
he is a werewolf, but he has like an inner wolf. Did you ever?
We have a lot of jokes about inner wolves,
the wolves inside of you. Have you ever watched Venom, the like superhero movie?
Yes.
It was that kind of thing of like him, and then like the wolf inside of him that was like wanting him to do things, and so he goes to a witch.
I said yes and no. The answer is no, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
He goes to a witch for help. She's the witch, and the inner wolf is like, "I need her.
Ew.
I must have her." And then like
Ewy.
They're insta love. They love each other. They want each other.
But like, does he want her or the inner wolf?
Oh, they both want her. But
weird.
But the inner wolf is just a lot more crass about it. And then she's like, oh my gosh, I'm such a nerd. I love Marvel movies. I love superheroes. I'm so quirky. And he's never heard of Superman or whatever. You know, it was like that kind of stuff.
Gross.
And I was like, yeah, no, I'm done. I DNF'd it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
That sounds like a good one to DNF.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had a DNF on my shelf for a really long time, which is funny because I've kind of mentioned the author today.
Emily Henry.
No. Read those in like one setting. But I picked it back up. It was a book that I had set to the side. It was like episode 1 or 2 that I brought it. Babel. Or Babel.
Oh, yeah.
Babel/Babel.
R.F. Kuang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember you did. You like put it down for a little bit.
Yeah. So I say Babel, Babel, British, English, British, American.
They say Babel. We say Babel.
Mm-hmm. But so the audiobook says Babel because it's set in England.
Did you finish it?
Not yet, but I've picked it back up. I've been
it.
listening to it again, and it's so good. I thought it was good the first time. It's just huge.
Yeah.
And what I was talking about earlier, her writing is so intense and it's so dense and it's so difficult, and there's so much Chinese and there's so much talk of linguistics, and I love all those things. I'm not knowing Chinese, but like I love linguistics and talks about language and things like that.
Yeah.
Love it. But it's like an 800-page book But I did, you guys, this means nothing. I'm not going to go into it. But for summer's sake, I do finally understand the magic system.
Oh, good.
I was like 40% in when I kind of DNF'd it because I just like didn't have the brain capacity to finish it.
Well, if listeners remember on episode 2 or whenever we talked about it, we were so confused reading the blurb because there was just like so much going on.
We were like looking things up. I'm pretty sure. I think we looked things up to try to figure out the magic system because it's so confusing.
I'm so glad you understand it now.
I do get it because there's finally been like a demonstration of how they make the silver bars. Still, I mean, I understand it. I still don't understand what we're doing with these bars, but I understand. I get now what that all meant. So
you're going to finish this one.
Oh, yeah. I've really enjoyed reading it again.
Okay.
It's been fun.
I did have another book that I DNF'd that I like might go back to. That, speaking of alien books,
Summer and her aliens. Oh my goodness.
So I just like had a itch.
No. You can't say itch, can't say scent. I don't like I don't like a scenty book.
Had a hankering for
That's better than an itch.
For another alien book. I don't know why, but there was just like a random day and I went on the Available Now and I found a book by Ursa Dax, aka the Cowboy Alien author, who has a whole bunch of books out there,
She's written so many books,
and it was available now and I was like, why not? And I listened to it. It's called Alien Tyrant.
Okay.
It's got a real weird cover.
Well, I'm gonna be looking that up right now.
And listen to the setup. It's so fun. I'm here for the setup. It's like an alien planet and race, whatever. Human women are abducted from their homes and put on like a spaceship by this like secret government task force. But are they actually sanctioned by the government? We don't know. And so our main character is a linguist.
Ooh, okay.
And so she's like pulled because aliens speak another language.
Yeah.
And like there's some
we are suckers for a linguist.
We are.
We are.
There's some reason that they need these women, but they only picked women. Curious. Lots of questions about this government sanctioned mission to go and like infiltrate this alien planet, but then the spaceship crashes and then like so then the alien rescues her and he's like, wait, I've seen you in a dream. You're my mate. And that's about
aliens have mates.
That's about where I got when I had to put it down. I couldn't do it anymore.
Was it just so stupid?
It was pretty stupid. I was also probably listening to the audio a little too fast and like the male audiobook narrator, I couldn't deal with. It was like the voice. I couldn't do it.
You know what I really want to DNF?
What?
Scandalized by Laura Billings.
Hey, maybe you should.
I literally have like an hour and a half left in this audiobook.
Real time or sped up time?
Real time. So like 45 minutes.
You can do that.
I can do that in more than 40, like probably.
Okay, question. When you DNF, do you count it towards your reading goal?
No.
You don't. You don't rate them.
I don't rate them.
You don't review them. So you probably
That's something else we
it.
should talk about in this, okay?
This is your rant.
Because you guys know I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that I think you can write a review and still not give a star. Do you have to give stars to write a review?
No.
So why do people do that?
Because they're haters.
Like,
because they feel passionately.
But it's like, but you didn't read it. Like,
you think it's unfair to like give it a low star rating?
I do, because you don't actually know the full story.
I guess that's true. There are at least 2 books this year that I have wanted to DNF and then either came back to or like just stayed strong and finished and then was glad that I did and my ratings improved from where if I had DNF'd it.
That's exactly like my point. I think like if you want to DNF a book, that's fine. Leave your funny, hilarious reviews that I love to read.
Yeah.
Leave me those 1-star reviews. Like, they're hilarious. But you don't actually have to like star rate it.
Yeah.
Because the star rating affects like
the author. Visibility, marketing.
And I think sometimes people don't realize, like, listen, I DNF'd Harlem Rhapsody, but like that author is brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, she is the Victoria Christopher Murray. Like, she's so good.
It's not a reflection of like her and her work.
It's not a reflection of her. It just wasn't a book for me.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I would never like go and give this 1 star because I just couldn't get through it. Because this book has a 4.9 .06 on Goodreads. So it's pretty light out of over 10,000 ratings. So it's like...
very liked.
Very light. It just wasn't for me. She's a fantastic writer. And that's what makes me mad. It's like just because I DNF'd it, I give it a 1. Like,
yeah,
it brings down their ratings. It's so frustrating to me.
Yeah.
So if you're doing that out there, y'all,
cut it out.
Cut it out. Get that out of my yard.
Get that out of here.
Sorry. I just imagine you on a front porch with your thumb going, get that out of here.
I think that was like a Kristen Wiig.
And you only had like 3 teeth. Get that out of here. Classic Okie.
That's us.
That's us. 3 teeth, front porch watching a tornado with a shotgun on our hip.
Well, that was interesting. I'm glad we checked in, and it'll be fun if at some point we ever revisit these and we can be like, hey, remember that time I DNF'd? Well, I went back, and I will say the 2 books that I seriously considered DNFing, one I did set down for a while and then went back to. The first one was Northwoods by Daniel Mason.
Yeah, and then you liked it.
And then I liked it. The next one was The Poet Empress, which I talked about as an upcoming read by Shin Tao.
Which I was real excited for.
And I have so many thoughts. And I had a conversation with a friend the other day that bought it and wants to read it. And we ended up talking a lot about some of my complicated thoughts. And I need you to read it so that we can talk about it. There was a lot.
We should do that as a side saddle.
That would be a good one. Yeah. There was a lot of gray area in that one. And I was expecting it to be very black and white. But I was glad that I stuck with it.
Yeah.
So, and I want to talk to somebody about it. Anybody out there that has read The Poet Empress, please tell me.
Also, send us what you guys have DNF'd.
Oh, yes. Tell us.
I love figuring out why someone DNF'd a book, or especially if it's one that I liked. I'm like, oh, you didn't like that?
It is
that's
interesting.
Intriguing to me.
Yeah, to know other sides.
I won't yell at you. I will yell at you if you go give it a 1 star.
Yeah.
When you didn't finish it. Okay, that was me yelling. That's about the extent.
Aggressive.
That was the aggressive way I would talk to you.
You've been pre-warned.
You've been warned.
Well, guys, that is it for this episode. You've been warned.
Summer segues are my favorite thing. It just gets out on her professional voice. You've been warned. Okay, guys, that's it. I love it. I love it.
That's it for this episode of I Reckon I'll Read It.
That's it, folks.
Thank you for listening and joining in on our bookish discussions.
If you enjoyed our podcast, please take a moment to rate and review us on whichever platform you're using to listen. That will help us grow and find more people to talk books with.
And follow us on social media. You can find us at I Reckon I'll Read It on Instagram and Threads.
Also, I'm going to add a little shout out. We started a book store.
Oh, bookshop.org.
Bookshop.org. So if you look at our show notes, it's not like, oh, you have to go. That's not the point. We're not trying to sell books to you. We're not now a bookstore owners. I'm saying it's we've linked every book that we talk about, and it goes to bookshop.org, and you can go and click on the books that we talked about.
Read the blurbs, get more information.
And then obviously if you do want to buy it, you can buy it from that site if you want to. But that way we wanted to start being able to link our books out so people could
check out the show notes.
Okay, now that my blurb's done, back to our regularly scheduled ending. Summer.
Yes.
We're going to cut and run. Join us next episode on I Reckon I'll Read It. Bye.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to help you warm up. We didn't do your vocal warm up.
Let's do it.
Me.
Okay, hold on. Do it again.
Me.
Me.
Matthews. Oh, beautiful.
Thank you.
Now do some. I like how you look like a cat throwing up.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't know how effective that's going to be for actually warming up your voice so that you don't lose it, but maybe we should just talk fast.